Check out this video. He gets her flowers and she puts on a show in return. This sort of thing does happen at the beginning of a relationship. She dresses up, she puts on the skirt that you like, she laughs at your jokes, she writes you little love letters, and she has sex with you all the time. Relationships are amazing at the start. A lot of men think, oh my God, this is incredible. This is going to be my life. This is my partner. This is how it's going to be. Wonderful. I'm set for life. But it's like, no, brother, you don't understand. That's the introductory price.
Y'all, it is exhausting as hell having a husband who works out and eats right and takes good care of himself, because then I feel like I have to do that too. And I'm just tired of it. I'm like, there's no reason for this. We're married. Like, listen, baby, me and you, we can just let ourselves go. Let's just make a pact. We'll just let ourselves go. We'll eat blizzards from Dairy Queen every day, curly fries, and we'll be so happy.
You know how companies will offer you special deals for like the first 3 months, like 50% off on all your orders? It's designed to get you hooked, but once you're committed, then the quality of the customer service starts to drop off. The price increases and you just feel taken for granted. You feel a lot less valued as a customer because they're not trying to attract you anymore. They've already got you. Dating a woman can be a lot like that. In the beginning, it's all favors and sweet gestures and like little cutesy behaviors, all this effort that's so feminine and adorable. But then once you get married, most of that's going to be gone. She's going to gain weight. She's going to stop doing all those favors, stop being so openly loving. And I guarantee your sex life is going to drop off. And let's talk about that, because a lot of men resent how much effort it takes for them to gain access to sex in the dating market. And that's one of their major motivations to get married, is to gain access to effort-free sex. They think, it's done, it's over, I found my partner. I love her, she loves me. Now we can just have sex all the time. Marriage is going to be great. That is not reality. Have a look at this graph. So what you're looking at here is the number of times that people are having sex broken down by marital status. And you can see here in the blue and the purple that adults who have never been married are actually having more sex than married adults. So how much sex are married people having? Well, let's take a look. A lot of guys with a high libido think, okay, I can probably make do with just having sex 4 times a week. That's enough for me. But do they realize that that's only 5% of married couples? So they think, okay, I'll compromise further. I'll just have sex 2 or 3 times. But still, only 16% of married couples have sex that frequently. Having sex once per week, that's 25%. Once per month, 17%. 3 to 2 times per month, 19%. And then you've got some statistics on people who have it like 1 or 2 times a year or just don't have sex at all. That might all sound bad, but that data was actually pretty optimistic. I found other research that said that couples who have sex once a week only make up 26% of married couples. Most couples say that they have sex 1 to 2 times per month or less. Now, you might be tempted to think that this is not just about women. This happens to all people, men and women. They all desire sex less frequently as they age, as they go deeper into a marriage. That's just part of getting older. That's just your hormones dropping off. Actually, no. This is about women. This is gendered. In marriage, men's desire for sex remains pretty consistent. It's women's desire that drops off. There was an article in The Atlantic titled "The Bored Sex" with the tagline, "Women, more than men, tend to feel stultified by long-term exclusivity, despite having been taught that they are designed for it." And this article outlined the research that's been done about women's declining interest in sex after marriage. A 2012 study of 170 men and women aged 18 to 25 who were in relationships of up to 9 years similarly found that women's sexual desire, but not men's, was significantly and negatively predicted by relationship duration after controlling for age, relationship satisfaction, and sexual satisfaction. What they're saying is that they found a significant statistical link between how long a woman has been in a relationship and her declining interest in sex. Also, 2 oft-cited German longitudinal studies published in 2002 and 2006 show female desire dropping dramatically over 90 months, while men's holds relatively steady. Tellingly, women who didn't live with their partners were spared this amusement park-like drop. I do private consultations with men. They reach out to me because they want my advice. And I can't tell you how many guys I have spoken to who feel like they have been suckered in by A Bait and Switch. The story goes like this. I had this hot, sexy girlfriend. We had 12 months together and everything was just amazing. We were so happy. And then I thought, I want to be this happy forever. And so I proposed, we got married. I thought that I was set for the rest of my life. But you need to understand that that is not how women think. If she wants passion and excitement and hot sex, then she'll stay single. Women get married because they want that phase of their life to end. They're done with it. It's over. Men and women's motivations for why they get married are extremely different. And if you're going to get married to a woman, you need to be aware of why she's doing it. What is motivating her? Why do women want to get married? The answer is guaranteed to shock you. I'm going to tell you what the data says in a moment. But first, I'm going to tell you about a brand new offer from longtime sponsor of the channel, Tiege Hanley. Basically, all you guys out there recognize the importance of a skincare routine. You want to look young and healthy. But still, there are some guys out there who are nervous to get started. They know they should be taking better care of their skin, but they're worried about the cost. Well, Tiege Hanley has just launched what they call the Bare Minimum Routine. And you can access this for just $9. Let me repeat, $9. And for that, you get your daily face wash and your AM cream. That will get you started. This will show you the benefits of taking care of your skin and reassure you that this is something worth investing in. Tiege Hanley are leaders in this space for a reason. They're a skincare company specifically designed for men. People love their products. If you check out their website, you're going to see thousands of positive reviews, including this one. I've used the 3 skincare system for about 6 months now, and it's a huge game changer. No joke, my skin is firm and as soft as a baby's bottom. The wash doesn't dry out my skin, the scrub is cooling/refreshing. Would easily recommend this to any guy looking to stay on top of their skincare game. Remember guys, it's $9 and it's called the Bare Minimum Routine, because every guy out there should be at least doing the bare minimum. Click on the link in the description box below and get started today. So, why do women want to get married? I'm going to be reading an article from Relationships America called Why Women Want to Get Married More Than Men. It's a lengthy article, but I'm going to go through some of the reasons listed. The ticking biological clock and family planning and motherhood. We know this one. If women don't stop partying at some point and think about getting married, then they're going to lose the opportunity to have children. No surprise that that's a big motivator. Societal pressure and gender roles, celebrity marriages and trends. Such a weird reason to get married. It really reveals that feminine desire to conform and fit in, to just do what everybody else is doing. Like, oh yeah, I'll get married because that way I can be like my favorite celebrity. Financial stability. No surprise that one made the list. Women want to marry a man because of money. Whoa, massive shock. This article has to make you laugh though, because look at the text in blue underneath that there. Instead of calling women who marry for money gold diggers, they talk about the gender wage gap. Like, of course it's okay for women to marry for money because we live in a sexist society. Women don't get equal pay. God help me. So what else is motivating women to get married? Challenges in the dating scene, limited pool of eligible partners, fear of remaining single. Of course this motivates women to get married. And of course it's just a coincidence that women's interest in marriage happens to peak at around the same time that her looks start to fade. She approaches 30 and then suddenly there's challenges in the dating market. There's a limited pool of eligible partners. How could that be? What could possibly be the explanation? It's amazing to me that they are comfortable writing mainstream articles like this. Women are marrying for money because they want to be like their favorite celebrity? I mean, aren't they embarrassed to admit this stuff out loud? Because you know what I noticed was not on that list? Love. A chance to use partnership for self-improvement, to be a loving wife, to serve a husband. Curious, isn't it, that those don't feature as major motivations from women to get married? And of course, women are never going to admit out loud that one of the other reasons that they want to get married is because of this.
Hi, Dan. I just moved in next door. I'm a supermodel.
I don't care who the IRS sends. I am not paying taxes.
Many women are just plain lazy and selfish, and they don't want to put in the effort of maintaining standards. But they have to get married first because they know If they drop all standards, let themselves go, gain weight, drop any attempt at self-improvement, if they do all of that while still single and in the dating market, then there's a high chance they're going to end up alone. So the plan is to get married, get that commitment, and then settle into the rest of her life, knowing that she has a legally binding contract that if he decides to leave her, guarantees her a whole chunk of money and likely custody of the children. He's stuck. His resources and children are being held hostage. As a man, pay attention. You need to know that men and women are going into marriage with very different expectations. You might be expecting love, companionship, sex. She might go into marriage just expecting to be financially taken care of and a chance for her to stop putting in any effort. You need to know this because while you might have started off dating this girl, you're probably going to end up married to this girl. That's not a mistake. That's not an accident. It's what she intended all along. And I understand all of that information, that's a bit of a downer, but good news. The rest of this video is going to be extremely optimistic because I'm going to tell you how to vet women properly so that this does not happen to you. What to look for in terms of behaviors, values, what conversations you need to have, what questions you need to ask to make sure that you don't get suckered. That way, if you ever do propose to a woman and get married, you can be confident that you've made a good decision with a good woman. If that sounds good to you, you want to know this information, you can keep watching this video on Patreon. What I post here on YouTube, these are just shortened, abridged versions of my videos. You can watch the rest of this video, the full-length version, right now on my Patreon. Just come and sign up.